Hello students, in our previous class, we discussed about breadth first search algorithm. Okay, that is BFS algorithm to find a spanning tree. So today I am going to discuss depth first search algorithm, that is DFS algorithm to find a spanning tree. So coming to the step one, here also we have to select a vertex as a root. Like as in BFS method, here also we have to select a vertex as a root. So coming to the step two, so in step two, we have to form a path starting at the root by successively adding edges. So we know that the definition of path, according to the definition of path, a path is nothing but it is alternating sequence of vertices and edges. Okay, so that we have to start the path at the root and we have to continue that path until we cannot form any cycle in that path. Okay, if you form a cycle, then it is not a tree. So whenever it is not a tree, then we cannot find a spanning tree. So we have to continue the path starting from the root until we cannot form any cycle. Okay. So coming to the step three, if this path contains all the vertices of G, it means whatever the vertices we are having in the given graph, if those vertices are present in the path, then we say that that is a spanning tree. Okay. So if that path doesn't contain all the vertices of the given graph, it means we have to continue some more process to find all the vertices of the given graph. So it can be done by forming a new path, by moving back to the vertices, and we have to repeat this process until all the vertices are added. Okay, so we have to continue this process until all the vertices are added in that path. Okay, this is the procedure to find a spanning tree by using depth first search algorithm. Okay, so whereas in a BFS algorithm, every time what we have to do is, so we have to add the edges which are incident on, in the first step we have to add the edges which are incident on level 0 vertex, that is root. After that, we have to add the edges which are incident on level 1 vertices. And after that, we have to add the edges which are incident on level 2 vertices. So in this way, we have to add the edges which are incident on that particular level vertices. And we have to continue that procedure until all the vertices in the given graph should be added. Okay, in that BFS algorithm. So whereas in DFS algorithm, here we have to form a path. So we have to form a path until all the vertices of the given graph should be added. If it is done, then it is a spanning tree. Okay, and one point we have to keep it in mind, that is in that path it doesn't contain any cycle. Okay, right. So based on this algorithm, now I am going to do one problem. So first problem, find spanning tree for the following graph by using DFS algorithm. DFS algorithm, and that particular graph is this is the graph A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So this is the example we have already done in through BFS algorithm. This particular example can also be done by using BFS algorithm, and the same problem can be done by using DFS algorithm. Now we are going to find the spanning tree for this particular graph by using DFS algorithm. Okay, so coming to the step one. So first we have to choose a vertex. Choose a vertex. I am choosing small a as a root. Okay. I am selecting a vertex small a as a root. Okay. So that I am drawing that particular vertex. So this is small a. Right. So after choosing a vertex as a root, now we have to form a path starting from the root small a. Okay. So I am writing that. So from the vertex small a, consider a path by successively adding edges incident with the vertices not already in the path as long as possible. As long as possible. Therefore, we obtain a path in the given graph as A to B, B to D, D to E, E to F, and F to G. Okay. So I am drawing that diagram, that path. Okay. So we have to start with the small a and we have to reach B. And after that, we have to reach D and then D to E and then E to F. And after that, we have to reach E to G. So this is the path. So this is A, this is B, this is D, this is E, this is F, and this is G. So the direction what we are drawing in this path is you can draw in any direction. It means if you want to draw this particular path, I am drawing in this way: A to B, B to D, D to E, E to F, and F to G. We can also draw in this way: A, B, D, E. So this is F and this is G. Okay. So we can also draw in this way, this particular path in this way. Okay. So every time we have to draw like this only, that is not compulsory in any problem. We can draw the path in any way. I am drawing in this way. Okay. Right. So I have stopped at the vertex G. I have started at A and I continued the path up to G. So from G, we are having an edge towards D. It means if you draw an edge from G to D, we get a cycle. So that I have stopped the path at G. So coming back to our graph, in our graph, we contains 7 vertices. So if all the 7 vertices present in that particular path, then we have to stop at that point and we say that is a required spanning tree. So, but in this path, we are not having all the 7 vertices. Okay, we are having only 6 vertices. So that once again, so now once again we have to move back to the vertex F. Move back to the vertex F, and we have to draw sorry. So now backtrack to F. I am writing. So since we cannot draw an edge from G, now we have to backtrack to F. So that I am writing now backtrack to F. There is no path beginning at F. Beginning at F. So if you observe the graph, given graph, So we are not having any path other than F2E and F2G. So since from F2E we are already having a path, and F2G also we are having a path, we are not having any other path from F. Okay, so beginning at F, beginning of F containing vertices not already visited. So we are not having any new path from F, and that path containing already containing vertices not already visited. We will still require one more vertex to find spanning tree. So if I draw a path from G, we are getting a cycle. So I move back to the vertex F, and under the particular vertex F, we are not having any path, any new path containing the vertices not already visited. Okay, once again, similarly, I'm writing similarly, after backtrack to E, there is no path. There is no path. So once again, if you backtrack to the vertex small e, there is also no path. So move back, move backtrack to D. Backtrack to D and form the path DC. Okay. So by drawing this path, we cannot form any cycle. So that we can draw the path DC. It means we have to draw an edge from D to C. Okay. So D to C. This produces the required spanning tree as follows. A required spanning tree as follows. Okay. So now I am drawing the path once again. So we have started at A. So we reached small b, and after that we reached D, and after that we reached E to B, and B, E to F, sorry, F and F to G. This is the first path we have drawn. A, B, D, E, F, and G. So we have stopped at G, because if you continue to draw a path from G to D, we get a cycle. So that I have stopped at G. So now I move back to the vertex small f. And if you want to draw any path containing the vertex other than the vertices present in the graph, so there is no path from F to that particular vertex C. So that once again move back to E. From E also we are not having any path. So then I move back to the vertex D. From D we are having a path from D to C. So that I am writing the path from D to C. So by drawing that path, we cannot form any cycle. So that this is the required spanning tree. Why we are saying this is the required spanning tree means it contains all the vertices of the given graph. So since we are having 7 vertices, in this particular graph also we are having 7 vertices. If we are having 7 vertices, and the spanning tree should contain 6 edges. So if we observe the diagram, clearly we are containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 edges. So this is the required spanning tree. So in this way, we can find the spanning tree by using DFS algorithm. So once again, I'm explaining the problem. So please listen carefully. So we have to find a spanning tree by using DFS algorithm. So here also we have to select any vertex as a root. So here I have selected small a as a root. After selecting a as a root, now we have to find a path along small a. Okay, and that path can be continued as long as possible until we contain all the vertices of the given graph. Okay, so here I am started with a, and from a to b B to D, D to E, E to F, and F to G. I have continued up to G. Okay, starting from A, I have continued the path up to G. And from G onwards, we are having an edge from G to D. Whenever we have written an edge from G to D, we get a cycle. So that I have stopped that path at G. Okay, and I have represented that path in the diagram. And the diagram can be drawn in any way, in any shape. Okay, so I have drawn two shapes for you. So this is the first one, left side, and the right side is the second shape. Okay, so if you observe that particular subgraph, so it doesn't contains all the vertices of the given graph. Still we are having one more vertex, that is C, to be represented in that graph. So once again we have to move back to the vertex G. So sorry, we have to move back to the vertex F, and we have to try to draw an edge from F to C. So since we are not having any path from F to C, so that we move back to the vertex E. From E also we are not having any path from E to C, so that we have to move back to the vertex D. So from D we are having a path from D to C, so that I have represented the path D to C. So whenever we represented the path from D to C, then in that particular graph, it contains all the vertices of the given graph. Okay, so in this particular graph, we contains all the vertices, and also the number of edges is 6 edges. Whenever we are having 7 vertices, and the required spanning tree should contain 6 vertices. So in this way, we can find spanning tree by using DFS algorithm. Okay, so I am giving you one more problem to find a spanning tree. So find the spanning tree. By using DFS algorithm. So under spanning tree is right. So I am writing the vertices A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is G, F, G, H, this is I, J, this is K, so this is K, this is L, we can treat this as L, and this is M. Okay, this is the given graph, and we have to find a spanning tree for this particular graph by using DFS algorithm. It means we have to select any vertex as a root. Okay, whatever it may be the vertex, whether it is A or B or C, whatever it may be, you have to choose any vertex as a root, and you have to start writing a path from A. So by covering all the vertices, so repeat this process until we get all the vertices of the given graph. It means we have to write the path until we get all the vertices. Okay, right. Thank you.